Hi, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, and you?
Awesome, man. Thanks for taking the time to speak to us and welcome to Mzansi MMA and IOL Sports. Such a pleasure having you, man.
Yeah, man, it's nice. It's out of the blue and it's nice. I enjoy it.
That's all good. Just as I tell everybody else, if you wanna ons praat Afrikaans, Engels, Mengels, whatever you wanna do, if you wanna switch, it's all good by me, eh?
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm just gonna get straight into it, John. Obviously, EFC 88 was quite disappointing for you, the cancellation. And can you just explain from your side how the night unfolded and the lead up to the news that, wow, right there you padded up everything and then boom, Ricky's not there?
Yeah, man, I was getting all the nerves calm, getting everything ready to leave the hotel. As I walked down, as I got out of the lift at the lobby, they told me the fight's canceled. I thought everybody's joking with me, actually. And yeah, when we got to the venue and Graham said, the fight's canceled. I mean, it's disappointing. You've put in the hours, you put in the hard work, and but you got to take it. It's not the first time it happened before. So yeah, nothing anybody can do to it. I mean, it is what it is.
And then just tell me, were you aware that this might happen? Like, did they tell you you went for tests, or would you only know later the night, or was there nothing sort of conveyed to you? Because I know in COVID, there's a lot of delays with procedures and stuff. So there's maybe chances that people's results will come back late, but you're still preparing in hopes of everything going positive. Was there any sort of enlightenment or any sort of information or inclination just that, hey, there's a chance that Ricky might not make it to this fight? Were you aware of any sort of dangers or possibilities?
No, I mean, what I was thinking to myself in the camp was, he had a knockout and he's fighting. I mean, he's supposed to be off for 3 months. So yeah, we thought there might be a possibility. And I mean, at the press conference, it looked fine. And after that, I mean, I thought the fight's going to happen. But yeah, I would say in the beginning, everybody was a bit questioning about the 3 months, why he's not off after his knockout against Triple H. So yeah, I would say there's a little bit of it, yeah.
Okay, cool. And I mean, I was also just wondering because there was the incident, obviously, backstage with Conrad Siabi after the knockout with Jikasa. And then there was obviously the disciplinary hearing that Graham spoke of. I was oblivious to what exactly happened, what the outcome was. Did it come as a surprise to you in the sense that he was allowed to take that fight? Did you not think for a moment that the EFC won't allow him to fight as a sort of as a disciplinary action because of what happened backstage? Or can you maybe elaborate something that I don't know, the fans might not know?
No. I mean, I know what you know, but I mean, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I mean, you've been knocked out, then you've been in a brawl. I mean, there's got to be action taken. I mean, if it would have been anybody else, then would it have been the same outcome or not? That's a big question. Yeah, I mean, the media was all over him after that. So, and yeah, I mean, I don't think his head was in the fight as well.
Yeah, you actually have a good point there. There's something very off about Ricky, and with all due respect to him also, but I honestly thought that was your fight for the taking. Just from a professional point of view, and I just feel like this. I mean, I'm not saying that you would have had the benefit because of his headspace. I mean, I'm saying purely on a professional point of view in terms of your ability against these right now. I just feel that you are a better fighter, but also, aside from that, he doesn't look, I mean, that's something, it's like he's forcing the issue, man. It's like he's trying to prove something, but he's not really the Ricky of old, you know. So I fully agree with you on that point. There's something just off about him, but I mean, I wish him all the best also. And I'm sure you do also. And you said also that it wasn't the first time that you had a fight cancel on you. I mean, I know it was Simon Hall once upon a time and Ricky. Were those fights canceled? Did you find out sooner, or was this the worst one, like finding out on the night? Did the loss, Ricky and Simon one?
The only difference between the two is Simon's one, I found it out actually from Van Dam as I walked into the casino. So with Ricky's one, I had about a half an hour to notice. So. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then I was just wanted to know also from you, what happens in terms of in those cases, like, do you still get paid your purse, or do you for showing up? Because obviously you invest a lot of money, your camp. I mean, I know our climate right now, we're not on the UFC level yet, where people also, I mean, not even all their fighters get proper pay, but they do get at least a decent amount in comparison to our climate right now. It's obviously there's a lot of preparation that you sacrifice time away from your family. It's supplements, it's training, it's all these things. And some people who work, you have to take leave, and I mean, those sometimes leave days you can use for family. But do you get paid still for the fight? What's the reimbursement? I mean, is there like a consolation? Does the EFC say, look here, there's still your money, and what can you just elaborate on that? I'm not sure if you're allowed to speak about it.
Yeah, well, what I can say is that I'll give to the EFC. On both occasions, I got my money that was promised to me. So yeah, I can't complain about that. So that's why I'm not that. That's why I say take it on the chin. I move on to the next one. I mean, so yeah, the great thing about it is, yeah, UFC they did pay me both on both occasions, so it's good.
Okay, no, I'm glad to hear that, man. And then just tell us also just an interesting fact for the fans, Juan. This is something I actually got asked a lot, and I don't even know. I didn't actually ask a fighter yet in an interview, so I'm asking you for the first time. I know the Capital Hotels, I think they sponsor you guys the rooms, but I just want to know if this is what I was getting at. In terms of your flights, does the EFC pay for your flights? Is that you have to get from sponsors and yourself out of your own pocket when you have to fly to events?
No, they fly us up and they give us the accommodation from the capital. So yeah, it's all from their side and it's well organized.
Okay, no, that's awesome to know also. And then also, I was keen to ask you this, man. So you prepare for 6-8 weeks, however, I mean, even camps before that, you're preparing for a fight, and your mindset is just going zoomed in on that specific date, EFC 88. Obviously there's tension, and then you just want to, there's that week where you want to just enjoy yourself, because I always say now the main fight is like either cutting weight or it's the preparation, the camp, and then the fight's actually where you have fun and you let go of all that stress. How do you handle, like you said, you take it on the chin, but when you as a fighter, when you actually have a fight cancelled, I mean, I know I used to play cricket, and then if a game is cancelled, like the day, like a few moments before, it's quite frustrating as an athlete. I mean, especially I can imagine for a professional athlete also, like I would go maybe just play a fun game or get in the nets and just have someone bowl to me, or I'll bowl to someone. Do you like have an extra sparring session the next day, or as soon as you get home in the gym, is it just to let go of that stress? Because obviously it's a lot of tension building up to the fight, and I mean, it's a professional game also for you.
Oh no, this one, I mean, I was a bit upset on the night. But the next morning, I got back home. We went for a beer, and that was a Sunday. And the Monday, I was back in training. I mean, I knew I was gonna fight soon, and yeah, it's on. So I didn't take a break after Ricky's. That weekend was my break, so I got back in the gym, and yeah, I'm actually I'm in shape now. I'm on my fight weight back again. I'm getting fit. It's nice. It's a good camp. It's an extra camp for me now. I've still got another 4 weeks to go, and then it's fight night again.
Oh, nice. So I just wanted to know from you that specific fight with Ricky, was that a fight that you wanted to ask for, considering the last fight that happened, or was this something that Graham offered you, this fight that didn't happen now?
Yeah, before the lockdown, before the whole COVID thing, I called out Ricky because I knew they were coming down to Cape Town. And I said, okay, let me fight Ricky then. And I asked for him on Facebook and all that. And then COVID came in, and then the whole fighting thing stopped. And I was offered a fight in July, and I couldn't take it. But August was ready, and they offered me Ricky, and I said, yeah, let's do it. I mean, I still owe him, and that's what I wanted, and that's what I still want. But I've got to wait a bit.
Yes, so just to you, the follow-up question is, you really still want that fight, eh?
Yeah, no, I want it, but yeah, I've got somebody else now before I get Ricky. And I mean, Ricky.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, Ricky is the guy I want to fight. There's no bad blood or anything. It's just I want to get a title shot, and if I can beat Ricky, he's the guy with the most experience. Like I said in the interview, at the press conference, he's the guy with the most fights. So who else is after Ricky? I mean, must be the champion.
Yeah, and I was actually gonna I was actually gonna get to that now, but before I get to that, I saw a post that you put up, and I'm not sure if you deleted it, or maybe I saw wrong, but it looked like you had a fight confirmed for EFC 90. It looked like Steve Norso. I'm not sure if it is him or was it somebody else, but it was. I know it's a veteran in the game, but it looks like Steve Norso. Can you just confirm? Are you allowed to confirm that fight, or is it your contract? You can't elaborate here.
I don't know, because I'm still waiting for them to make it published. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't wanna say yes or no.
So you did you did delete the post.
Yeah.
I thought as much. I thought I was losing my mind there. Okay, no, fair enough. I respect that. I know you have contract bindings, and I don't want you to get in trouble. All good. We'll leave it at that. But but after this fight now, once you get confirmed that, so and you win that fight, is it so you want to first get the Ricky fight, or do you feel that the EFC will give you Tembani once after this fight that you get next?
Well, like Graham said, if I perform well and I get the W with a good performance, we can talk about contendership. Yeah.
Sorry, not Tembani, Tabani Mbele. Yeah, that's the ultimate fight that you want, right?
Yeah. I mean, that guy's a machine in there. I've got a lot of respect for him, and we fought before, so it didn't go off well for me. So yeah, that'll be a nice fight as well. I mean, there's gold on the line as well, so it's a bonus.
And obviously you beat Chikasa still at Grand West also. And do you feel that since he moved to BIA also, that he has changed and developed as a fighter in comparison to what you saw the last time, or can you only make a summation on that if you're actually in the cage with Chikasa?
I mean, no, definitely. After he lost to me, I mean, that guy changed his whole fighting system, his style, everything just changed in him. And yeah, I don't know what happened on his last fight. The first round he was doing good, he was doing brilliant, and then just second round looks like he gassed and he gave up. Yeah. So I don't know what maybe there was something, I don't know, not lacquer with his camp or in his back of his head, or I don't know.
Yeah, I also was wondering, because I know the brothers at BIA, Conrad, the cardio is on another level, and I was watching some of the videos also, but I don't know if he was overworked or what, because he just the way he just gassed that was incredible. I mean, you're the experienced professional, you can elaborate on that. I mean, but I also thought that it's gonna be a challenge for Tabani, but it just looked like he just lost everything after that first round, eh? Because Tabani was in trouble that first round. Actually, I think he got rocked once or twice.
Yeah, twice, by 2 head kicks, and I thought that was the end of it. But that's one thing I can give Tabani, he's tough. Eh? I mean, 2 head kicks and he's almost out, and he still keeps on fighting. But then Tabani got his rhythm, and then that's when he's dangerous. I mean, he's got massive kicks. I don't know, Dekasa, maybe it's just one of those nights, you know, as a fighter, you just get in there. I know I've got some, when I go sparring or on the bag, you get those nights, everything's just heavy and slow, and you know, your mind's there, but your body doesn't want to go. That's the best way I can explain it. Maybe it was an off night for him. I don't know.
And I mean, just for, you know, you get these keyboard warriors who are always so quick to talk nonsense, but they're not the ones stepping in the cage. And I've heard fighters say this before, but so it's a real thing. You can prepare as much as you want, but sometimes it just happens in the night. Everything is off. Has anybody actually made a link to what that really is? Because I've heard fighters speak about it, but no, sometimes it's out of your control. Like, how does that come about? Do you ever think there's a sort of a factor that links to it?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes in your camp, when you train your camp, you get that one night, I mean, nothing works out. You just tired. It feels like I mean, that's when the mind games start coming in. Am I fit enough? I'm not fit enough. I can't do this. And the guys keep on hitting me. I mean, it's an off night. And then you come back the next day and the same guy that last night can't even touch you. I mean, then your fitness, you can't get tired. You go 20 rounds, and I mean, I think it's like your body just taking like a break, and you got to push through that wall.
Yeah, I think if I can relate, compare it maybe like to AB de Villiers, for example, some days or 90% of the time he's hitting the ball center, and then it's just that one day it's just off and nothing's going right. If we can relate it slightly to some sort of comparison, eh?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why it happened, but it happened. I mean, then you get that wall. You just feel tired, and you can't, that mental wall you got to break. And I broke mine this week, so I'm in a good space of training. I'm happy with the diet. I mean, I'm doing good.
So EFC 90, no fighter confirmed yet opponent, but you definitely there, eh?
I'm definitely there, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
And it's going to be one hell of a fight. That I can give you. It's going to be two big boys in there going for it.
Okay, now I can imagine, brother. I can imagine. I mean, and we also just on that note from Cape Town side, we're very excited to see you get in there also, because I mean, I can imagine how frustrating it was been for you now. Not only this loss, but also because of the COVID break. Also, it's been a starving time for fighters all around, eh?
Yeah. I mean, my last fight was against Simon more than 2 years back. Almost. Well, I think we're going for 3 years now. So yeah, man. And then you get to Ricky's fight and it's got canceled on the night. All the excitement, it's just gone. Oh, but maybe it's a blessing in the skies. Maybe the COVID will be lifted and we can get spectators in. Some spectators, that'll be nice. And maybe it happened for a reason.
Yeah. And by the looks of it, they're looking at getting vaccinated people into stadiums also possibly. So it could just work in your favor. Eh? I mean, let's hope with time constraints and all those things are at play as well.
Yeah, and I want to get EFC back in Cape Town and Grand West. I mean, just walking out of there is just electric.
I remember I was there at your last EFC Cape Town event. Also, I mean, I can't forget it, brother. And I mean, Cairo, they have also stated numerous occasions. It's one of the most well-attended events. Nothing beats Grand West, and I'm not just being biased. It's just I've been to Pretoria is particulars, but I've been to others also, and it's just Grand West is on another level also. Eh?
Yeah, no, for sure. So yeah, I mean, my big fight, if I can get a nice fight with Ricky and I can get it in Cape Town, oh man, that'll be nice. That's what I want.
I can imagine. You just spoke about Simon Hall now also. I don't know if anybody asked you this before, but can you elaborate what happened that day when you fought him? I mean, after you clearly dominated him, and then did he say something personal to you that you snapped, because you don't come across as that type of guy? I know you're professional, and the build-up is all about being the professional and doing your thing, and obviously hyping the fight. But after I think it's I think when the ref tried to pull you off, obviously you were still very frustrated. Did he attack your family? Did he say something verbally that really just made you switch off?
Yeah, man, I can't even remember what he said, but I mean, he was going on me on Facebook and pictures and coloring in my eyes and stuff for a year and a half. And I mean, I apologized to him, and just at that moment, it just happened. I mean, I wasn't doing it on purpose. Yeah, so I think it just all that frustration just went out and got out.
Okay, I hear you. And then just on a general knowledge note, I sometimes like fighters always are. I just like to add in some trivia for the fans. Just for Juan Bezuidenhout, who's the ultimate fight for you? It can be UFC, EFC, and if you could choose one fighter you would really like to just get in there and bang and test yourself, who would that person be?
Yeah,
it can be kickboxing. I know you've done other disciplines also. It can be any combat sport. What would you choose, or who would you choose?
I mean, that Van Roofen guy, the K1 Glory heavyweight champ. I think K1, a proper K1 fight. I missed it. I mean, I'm a K1 fighter. I would love a big fight on Glory. I mean, anybody on Glory just will be the fight for me. Stand up proper K1.
If there was an established K1 platform, as I mean, I know people give the EFC a lot of lip, and I mean, there's a lot of positive negatives, but there's also a lot of positive because of the production. You can't argue the production the EFC puts on. They put on a beautiful show. Never mind the pay issues and all that, but I mean, they put on a very nice show. And I mean, a lot of the fighters go through or filtered through to the UFC and to big promotions. But because I mean, I know your history, your past fighting, your career also so far. If there was a K1 promotion on the caliber of the EFC, would you have still been in the EFC now? Or would you have been fighting kickboxing?
No, I'll be K1. I'll be doing...
Okay, cool. And then, Joanne, in terms of the heavyweights, I think you're about 1.8, eh? What's your height?
Yeah.
I mean, you're not the tallest heavyweight, the guys you compete against, but obviously you're very well set, strong built. Has light heavyweight ever been an option for you? Or is that just not on the cards? Is it just too much of a drop for you?
I mean, just for me to lose, let's 5Ks for me to lose that. It's just a massive task. I mean, like I'm doing now, since Ricky's fight up until now, I don't know how many weeks it is. I've been losing. I'm on 6 kilograms now, and I've been eating clean. I've been stuck to my diet. I've been on my water. I'm training. So for me to drop that much weight, I think it's impossible.
What do you walk around at?
Well, that's my fight weight normally, what I walk around. So I'm on 117 now. I'm from 123. At Ricky's fight, I made 120 just on the spot, 120. And yeah, but I want to come down. I want to come down if I can get down to 112, 113. Like I was with Simon Hall, then it's gonna be good. I mean, I feel much stronger. I'm doing strength and conditioning. I mean, this is a nice camp because the nice thing is we don't have a game plan. We're not going in with a game plan because I mean, there's no videos or something now recently from the guy I'm fighting. So it's gonna be. That's why I say we're just preparing for a fight. Whatever comes, we're ready for it. So it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be one hell of a fight.
So you're saying there's like more freedom for yourself, also just to express yourself.
Yeah, I mean, normally with a camp, you got to watch out for the guy's takedowns, or you got to watch out for his left hook. This camp, we got to be ready for anything. So my camp is not focused on one or two things. My camp's focused on the whole entire thing, from takedowns to the jab. I mean, and that's what's nice. There's a lot of more freedom with the camp, and yeah, I enjoy it. It's much better. Okay, it's like the old school. I did kickboxing 20 years back. You only knew your opponent once you got on the scale and you look up and you say, okay, I'm fighting this guy tonight. Yeah, and that's what I enjoy. That you don't have a game plan. You just go in there and fight your fight. I mean, he's got to adapt to you. So that's what I'm doing. That's why I'm going to be dangerous on this one. Nice. But yeah.
Nice. You must just. I think you'll get to learn us about me as we build our relationship, also media and fighter. I always take note of the very small things fighters do, and you just spoke about now when you get on the scale and you look up, and that's also a trademark of yours. When you get on the scale at weigh-ins, also you stand, and then the moment you get your face off, you're always looking down. Then there's that 1 second you look straight into the fighter's eyes. I know you always do that. Is that something also you brought from kickboxing?
Yeah, I mean, that's since I've been under 45 kilograms champion. I've been doing that. Whenever there's a weigh-in, I do that. And it's like a habit. Yeah, that's there. That just when you look, even when you look sideways on that scale, it's it's on, man.
Yeah, no, I remember. And the side look also, yes. And Jean, just to give some clarity also to the fans, what is your status? I know you're training at PFC also with Andrew and Neville them, but in terms of camp fight or silverback, what do you have a base or an affiliation to any specific gym, or just give us some background on that?
Yeah, well, actually, I'm working away from home now. For this whole camp, I'll be away from home, from Cape Town. I'm still in the Western Cape, but yeah, I'm working with my brother now. CNC Fitness. So, and he's a fighter. He's a personal trainer. So that's why I say our training is more freedom, and it's totally different. But it's working for me. I mean, I'm getting stronger. I'm losing the weight, and fitness it's up there. I mean, I'm shocking myself some nights. Yeah, I'll say, oh wow, this is good. So yeah, I'll be working with my brother. Same with what we did with Simon's fight. I worked with him. So the confidence is there. We've got our plan from when we started after Ricky's fight up until fight day. When we walk in, we've got our program, we've got our plan, and we're sticking to that.
Okay, now awesome. Thanks for that, man. And then just in getting to your personal life, what is it that you, aside from fighting, are you working full time, or you just training and you training other fighters or people in the gym, or you have a job also? Just can you elaborate on what it is you do as well, if you don't mind?
Yeah, no, I'm working for Core Tactical Services. So I'm in the security.
Okay.
And yeah, no, I'm doing my day job still, and yeah, my 12-hour shifts. So I'll be out 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm back 7 o'clock at night. You know, I still got to train, do my diet. Next day, the same thing. We go. But yeah, I mean, they're also my sponsor, so they look after me, and I mean, I, it's just awesome. I mean, I can't complain about anything.
Oh, that's nice that you have that relationship also, right?
Yeah.
And then just tell me, and you said now 12 hours, that's quite a hectic shift also. How do you balance that between the job training and you? I know you're a real family man also, just looking at your photos also, and I saw your family also at one of the events. It must be tough balancing all those things together. Eh?
Yeah, well, I'm away from them now, and the nice thing is they understand and they support me with it. I mean, they're backing me all the way. With this fight, they'll be flying. The wife and kid will be flying up as well. So that's gonna be basically my corner, my brother, wife, and kid. So it's gonna be
that's
some motivation.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna. That's why I'm looking forward to the fight. It's gonna be. I mean, it's just gonna be an awesome fight to watch. It's not gonna be boring technical ground. I think I think it's gonna be stand and bang.
So would you? I mean, it's nice to hear you say that. I mean, a lot of fighters lack that when they can find that balance of the family and just. I mean, Conor McGregor said something so silly the other day when Ariel Helwani was interviewing him. Ariel asked him about his kids, and then he even told Ariel, "Don't talk about my kids. I'm too focused on my fight." I just believe it's not healthy that you have to shut your kids out. Like Dustin Poirier, he embraces his child. Conor made excuse. He lost because he was with his kids the whole time and his wife. I mean, it was all nonsense. But I mean, just the fact that you can embrace, I mean, I think it makes a fighter stronger because you just mentally free yourself. Your wife is there, your kid is there, and you just become a more happy person. And obviously, when you're happy, everything else just comes naturally, right?
Yeah. I mean, they understand what I'm going through in my camp. And they support me. They know if I walk in the house and I'm in a bad mood, something's not right with my camp, or I had a bad night of training, it wasn't my night. And they know how to work with me then. And then the nights when I'm overconfident, they tell me, hey, listen, don't get cocky, calm down. So it's nice if they understand you, then they can support you. I mean, they know what you're going through in your camp, but then when they see the fight live, I mean, you know in your back of your mind they're there. So you got to fight extra hard. I mean, I don't want to get out and tell my light, hey man, sorry, I lost because of this or that. I said, I want to get out there, win or lose, and you must be proud of me.
And you just spoke of your son now. I mean, I still have a picture here. I took a picture of him with JP Base at the last event where JP beat Lutando Bika. It was JP's last fight in the UFC, in the EFC. It's a picture I want to keep because it's like a memorable thing, man, because that was JP's last fight before he moved to the UFC, to the Dana White Contender Series. And I still remember your cute son, man. I mean, he just has this beautiful smile. Is he still a big JP Base fan?
Yeah. No, definitely. I mean,
or does dad come first?
Well, he says JP is too small for me, so I'm not allowed to.
And then Juan,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
He knows about the weight classes, so I can't even trick him.
Okay, now at least maybe he can keep you on weight also when you maybe steering to the bad side.
No, definitely.
No, that's nice, man. That's really awesome. And then just tell us, Juan, when you are with your family, what is it you guys enjoy doing together? And like, aside from your family time, your hobbies also as a family?
Oh, man, I mean, we're close to the beach. We don't go there a lot, but we'll get one weekend, one day of a month we'll go, or every second month. But I mean, just spending time together, watching a movie or something, just being relaxed around. We don't go out and jowl and do all those kind of things. I mean, just something small or braai or something relaxing.
Yeah, braai any day for me, brother. Any day I can braai every day. And then
at least I could now, but I can't now. I mean, if I braai now, what do I eat with my salad?
And then lastly, as Juan, just what are your goals as a fighter? How old? I think are you 36 now, if I'm not mistaken?
No.
What are your goals?
36.
What are your goals as a fighter, and just as a human being in general? Just a general question. But firstly, as a fighter, what are your goals still? Is it just to get that EFC title, or are you still looking at that, maybe getting into our bigger promotions also?
I mean, I don't know if my age is gonna help me getting to some other organization to fight. But I mean, if I can get the EFC gold, it will be a nice one. I mean, my age and all my injury. I mean, I've been fighting for 33 years now. My knees are done. It's everything's just backing up now. So I don't have a lot of fights left, and I mean that's why I'm with my brothers now. I'm at the end of my career. Let me put it like that. I've got, let's say, man, if I'm lucky, 6 fights. So for me to perform, let's say to get a title shot, let's say I got to go 2 fights, the third fight will be, then I've got 3 fights left. I mean, then I'm actually 40. Nobody will sign me then. So for me, just to get a title shot, that will be my biggest fight then, yeah.
Awesome.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've been amateur world champ, so if I can get a world title as a pro, then I'm happy.
Yeah, and I mean, but also in terms of the MMA lifespan of an MMA fighter, neurologically, you last a bit longer than a boxer because obviously you don't take all that head damage. So, and I mean, a lot of the guys peak here around 33, 32. So, I mean, and you said possibly if you lucky 6 fights. I mean, if you do get a title in the next 2 fights, maybe you can defend it also. Maybe it can be a nice treat for some other promotion. But I mean, and we do hope that you do reach your full potential with whatever choice you have, Johan. And just on that note, also I'm gonna just wrap it up and say thank you so much for your time, brother, man. I really appreciate it. And just keep us posted on the social media as to what's gonna happen once they confirm. You can confirm the fighter and your opponent, and we'll be sure to stay tuned to your social media channels.
No, thanks for the opportunity, man. It's nice. Yeah, as soon as EFC, I think Monday it will be out. I think they're more focused on this event.
Yeah.
Then it'll be, but I think it's going to be big news. It's a comeback fighter, so yeah, it's an exciting fighter. It's going to be a monster.
Yeah, I remember the picture, but I won't say anything. Juan,
yeah, I got a lot of respect for him. And, yeah, I hope his training camp, because I've got a perfect one.
Nice. Juan Bezuidenhout, all the best for your future, brother. We are rooting for you, and we wish you only the best, you and your family. And please say my regards to your son, eh?
I will. Thanks, man.
Cheers, Juan, man. Cheers.
Have a good evening.
Same to you, brother. Thank you.
Bye. Cheers.